episode 20 of Series 1 of Become a Legend Story Mode. Now, there's been positives and there's been negatives so far in this series. I think the positives at the moment are we've just broken FC20's streak of 4 losses in a row, which was really disappointing, and we managed a win against the bottom of the table side who were even worse than us, which was a bonus. And we're up into 15th now with 5 points. That's a positive. Other massive positive is that Jack Harrison is on that dramatic improvement period. The flashing blue arrow of joy, of delight that we love to see so much is there. It took a long time. It took 2 seasons nearly, but it is there. Negatives are, well, there's been a lot of talk in the comments, and I actually agree with you, is that, maybe already it's time for Jack Harrison to leave FC20. Now, that would be fine. We would like to get him into the English leagues. I know some of you maybe would prefer that he stayed abroad first, did a little bit of club hopping around Europe, but I think he wants to be in the Premier League. And even if we have to fight for our place in a side, I'm happy to do that. But the problem with that is that Jack will then be the sort of player who is having to look for his 3rd club in only 2 seasons. That doesn't say a lot about the man for me. And, it could be argued that maybe he's still good enough for a Premier League team. But I don't know if you've ever heard the expression, where if your life is just filled with drama, then maybe you should look around and think, is it you who's causing that drama, rather than the people and the situations around you? That could be Jack's problem. Maybe he is the problem. But I don't think so. Anyway, big game today, away at Feyenoord. If we can continue our winning run to 2 games against an actual proper footballing side, then that'll be a big turnaround for Twente. Jack Harrison starts today. Unal's up front, that's good. They've got Holscher out on the left. I quite like that because Klitsch is a good attacking midfielder. Mokotjo, obviously the beast, the captain, is in there. And then we've got a strong back line. I mean, I don't see where the holes are in this side. But Feyenoord have also got a great team. They've got a Liar out on the left-hand side and another very solid-looking winger out on the right who I don't really know. And yeah, strong midfield. Striker no better than ours necessarily. Very strong-looking left-back, though. That could be interesting. That's who we're going to have to track as well by the looks of it. And he looks to be their best player. So as I mentioned in the intro, we are in the middle of a dramatic improvement period. Oh, it's just so exciting. If we can keep pushing on, we've had a goal and assist in our first 2 games in that period. I think it's first 2, maybe. Anyway, we're doing well so far. Keeping the ratings up, getting the goals and assists. That's our game plan at the moment. Hopefully we can jump up at least 2 points overall, which would be big. And that will maybe attract the Premier League sides more than he is at the moment. Let's see how he gets on. Now, our defence has been leaky, to say the least, in pretty much all of the games so far. So we really need to be trying to get back in this one, trying to help out the right back, because they've got a very solid left back as well who looks to be an attacking threat. So Harrison's going to need to be on the balls of his feet all day today, ready to go. Here is a Liar, we know him, he's a danger man. Quick, pacey winger down the left-hand side. Cuts back in, looks for Vulovic in the box. Oh, he's put it wide. First chance of the game for Feyenoord is a good one. And that ponytail is a bad one, I'm afraid. Harrison wants it. Turns away from Alamadi. Nice play by Harrison. Driving forward. Chooses to release the right back. Nice ball inside to Unal. Chipped effort. Saved by another ponytailed player. A lot of ponytails in Rotterdam. Good header on. Can a Twente player find it? No, they can't. And now Feyenoord look to go forward. It's the guy with the Turkish name out here on the right wing. Steps inside. Finds Vilhena edge of the box. Oh, it's well won back though. And it's cleared. Can Unal get the header on to Harrison? He can. And now Harrison can open up his legs. He's got Unal to aim for in the centre. Harrison, still Harrison. Cuts back inside. Harrison goes for the line. Oh, just one trick too many. But if he had got past that player, he would have had the simple square ball into Unal for the goal. It's fine margins. But at this level, still not quite good enough from Harrison. Elia now. Looking tricky every time he's on the ball. The overlaps there from the left back, but we've left him. Now there's a space opened up. Can they find Harrison? Yes, they can. He goes first time looking for Unal. It's actually a decent ball, but he couldn't bring it under his spell. And half-time is upon us. Well, yep, Twente have come out, continued the good form from the last game. And we're putting up more than a fight here in Rotterdam. 59% possession from Rotterdam, fine. Yeah, we've had one opportunity. Harrison, though, maybe took a touch too many in that chance towards the end of the half. Let's see if he can come back a little bit more composed in this second half. Definitely going to have to try and conserve our energy a little bit in this half. We ran our socks off in that first half. And I just don't think we can stay with the left back. And that's got to be the responsibility of the 2 defensive midfielders because it's just too much to play a winger as a wing back. I don't think he can manage it. I'm sure Jack can't manage it. He doesn't have the stamina for that right now. This is a good opportunity. This is a good example here. He makes the run. Congolo, we've tracked him well there. Didn't need to sprint. Oh, but that's where maybe we should have put a bit more effort in, and now the ball comes into the box. This can't be done, actually. One back fairly, says the referee. Now Harrison's found wide. Has to cut back inside. Oh, just couldn't quite get the pass away. It was on as well. He'd done well to work the space. The right back was on his way, but now Congolo, the left back, brings it forward. Into Elia. Oh, 6 minutes left in the game. Harrison very low on energy now. It's going to take a miracle for us to continue our goal scoring and assisting run in this game. Unal gets the header on, but only to Vilhena. This game is petering out. It's a disappointing 0-0, but at the moment we need all the points we can get. So this would be actually a valuable point if we can come away with it. Harrison doing a little bit of defensive work in the dying embers of this game, but Congolo puts it into the box. It's Jorgensen, he gets inside. This looks very similar to a lot of the goals we've given away so far this season. So at least we seem to be improving slightly. Can we have one last attack? It is Harrison now. Looks over the top. Is he going to get there? He does. He takes it down. Hits it. Oh, yes. It's an unbelievable end to this game. And Jack Harrison's involved. It was a bit of a Hail Mary from the young Englishman, but he finds Carl Ebersio. I forget we have him. Ex-Arsenal youngster, maybe? Don't know. Maybe is that a new signing? I can't remember even seeing him. I think I have mentioned him before. We saw him making the run. He's whacked it round with the right foot. And that's a good finish by Ebersio. Ooh, nice. A late assist. And potentially another 3 points here for FC Twente. Can we hold on to it? Get back, defend, throw your body on the line here. We can come away with 3 points against the top side. That's it. Only a minute to go. Will Harrison make the full 90? No, but Unal's taken off. That's shrewd play there by Rene Hake, and Unal takes his time. James van der Beek comes across. And can we hold on to it? 1 minute left. This would be an incredible result for Rene Hake's FC Twente side. We just need to keep possession here as we give it away straight away. 10 seconds maybe left on the clock, but that's it! It's a huge win here, away from home against Feyenoord. Absolutely massive result, and Jack Harrison involved in a goal again for his third game in a row. He finds Carl Ebersio, and we're very pleased with that. Well, I think all in all, that's a pretty decent result. I mean, we grabbed it at the end. It was a bit of a smash and grab affair, but we'll take them all, and great to see Harrison involved. He gets an assist for that one, of course he does. He put in a lot of miles today. More tracking back than usual. I'm not sure how much of it really helped. And Ebersio, we don't really see much of him. He grabbed a goal with his basically only touch of the ball. Yep, one touch, one goal. Decent return there. Great result. Let's keep moving. Positive. I like it. So it's another win for Twente, and it's a really important one as we jump up into 14th. Much better. So 11 points now behind Ajax. Rotterdam were doing okay. They were sort of mid-table. Oh no, they were around European spots. They'd won that game, so yeah. A bit more positive. That's better. 74 overall rating. Yes, look at that. We're shooting up now. We should get to 76, hopefully, by the end of this dramatic improvement. We're on an average 6.6 in 7 appearances. That's decent. 3 assists, 2 goals. Can't argue with that. Passing is getting better. I think we showed that in that game. The dribbling. We're turning into a nice little player. I'm really happy with the sort of spread of stats that he has. It'd be better maybe to see his physical contact being slightly higher. That is the only problem at 68. Even with good body control, can sometimes be an issue. But he's got that speeding bullet, and when he gets going, he gets going, doesn't he? The Steel Knight. Charging forward on his trusty steed. His legs. So dramatic improvement, yes. 83 speed. Beautiful. So we've got a couple of friendlies. England, Germany. That is tempting, isn't it? That is very tempting. Hammer in the starting lineup. Oh. Well, for the sake of our dramatic improvement, it might be wise to play these. Germany and Spain, I know they're friendlies, but I think we're going to have to play them. Harrison up there with Sterling and Kane. And that's pretty much my ideal England midfield. Henderson. Well, yeah, probably. I like James Ward-Prowse, but he's too lightweight. You need someone doing the doggies, or whatever you call it. And then Wilshere and Ali, that's my dream sort of midfield. Even in real life, I would like that one. You'd probably disagree with me. And that's a decent back line. I'd probably have the Tottenham duo at right and left back. But Stones and Smalling, yeah, that's I'd be happy to work on that. Up against obviously extremely strong Germany side. There's no doubt about that. Let's get into it. Great turn from Harrison. And he steps inside. Looks long for Raheem Sterling out on the left. Can he take it down? No. Good footwork though from Harrison. Long ball. Henderson jumps well. Kane into Harrison. Can he get the chip? He chips Neuer and he scores! Jack Harrison with his second touch of the game. And that is a cultured finish from the right winger. It was a good ball from Harry Kane. Jack had put himself in a very advanced position there. And this young, exciting England side, they celebrate together. Jack Harrison, the youngest, probably the most exciting. Let's take another look at that. What a finish. Harrison was still up. He'd been putting the pressure on. The ball broke down and then Kane, first time ball into Harrison, who's screaming for it. And he chips one of the best keepers in the world on his weak foot from outside of the box. Jack Harrison, welcome to the media spotlight. This is something that the press are not going to forget in a hurry. And surely that Premier League move should be assured with just that chip alone. Great interplay here from Germany as the ball's put in towards Werner. Easy save. The head and shoulders very own Joe Hart. But that's a horrible, horrible throw out. And Werner now gets it back. He's into the box. It's one-on-one with Joe Hart. Great save from Joe Hart. Incredible work there from the England keeper. I mean, it was his fault in the first place. And that's actually quite Joe Hart-esque, I feel. Although he's a good keeper, he has got a mistake in it. Long ball into Kane. Gets the ball into Raheem Sterling. Now Jack Harrison wants it down this left-hand side. He's got Ginter with him. Harrison has got the strength and speed to get ahead of him. Outside of the boot ball into Harry Kane. Doesn't find him. Oh, we've not stayed with Max. Down the left-hand side, he puts it into Toni Kroos. Great tackle from Henderson. Goetze, though, gets away. Falls again to Kroos, but once again, Jordan Henderson's in there. Toni Kroos who, he says. And then Toni Kroos says, who? You mean the player who's loads better than you. Nice ball out from Harrison into Raheem Sterling. What are you doing, Raheem? Take it down. He would have had a one-on-one. Harrison in great form, though. It was a lovely ball. Great half for England. Didn't really manage anything else other than Harrison's incredible chip. We'll be seeing that all over the news now. All over the internet for a long time to come, I'm sure. Let's see if we can see this one out in the second half. I don't think Jack will last very long, to be honest, because he's already quite tired. Oh, Harrison's won it back. And now he streaks forward. He's got Sterling with him. Looks again for Raheem Sterling. Edge of the box. Oh, couldn't get away from all the attention there. But the ball fell to Raheem Sterling. And England go up to 2-0. Harrison involved in the break. That's a decent ball, actually, in the crowded space he had available. Harrison couldn't turn, but the ball fell fortuitously to big Raheem Sterling. We're 2 goals up here against Germany. I knew it was worth playing this. Hopefully we can bag man of the match. We're going to probably need another goal or an assist to make that certain. Don't know if we've been playing that well generally. Sané, though, puts a ball in. Germany looking to respond. It can fall anywhere here, and it falls to the bicycle-kicking foot of Royce. Well, Marco Royce. That was a brilliant, brilliant finish. Not such a brilliant celebration. What is that? That's the worst thing I've ever seen. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, Bellarabi, great feet. Outside of the boot ball into Guys. What incredible skill that was from Bellarabi. Oh, Leighton Baines, great foot in. He's kept it in. Now Raheem Sterling into Harry Kane. You lay it off to Harrison in time, he can. No, that's awful. Harrison with a bit of a brain fart there. And Germany now can come forward. Harrison not exactly busting his balls to get back here. And Bellarabi into the goal scorer, Royce. It could fall to Goetze. It doesn't. And now we're away again. That's a good looking ball for Harrison. He gets taken out. Play continues. Harry Kane, good hold up there. Into Tottenham teammate Dele Alli. Harrison made that trademark run off the right. Couldn't find anyone though. Sterling inside to Jack Harrison. He hits it well. Just past Neuer's right hand post. Oh, it's decent. Gets in a good position. Simple passing there from England. Could have wrapped his foot around that a bit more. 6 minutes left here and Germany are coming forward, but that's well cut out. Unfortunately, Jack Harrison He's just resting up the pitch somewhere. Didn't respond to that, but England now bring it away. Harrison's pulled inside. Wants it simply from Kane. Gets it. Can't get away from his man, but it's... Oh, we're pretty much dead at this point. If England can hold on here, that would be great. And the game is over. What a performance from Jack Harrison. That goal will go down in history as one of the best goals ever scored against Germany in an England shirt. That's a big shout, I admit that. But I enjoyed it a lot. And we pulled off man of the match in an international whilst on a dramatic improvement. If that doesn't send us through the fucking stratosphere, then I don't know what will. A dramatic improvement, yes please. Explosive power 87. That's world class. That is hard to live with. Even though we're in the starting lineup and it is England again, I'm going to skip this one. I know this might affect our dramatic improvement. I just can't be arsed. I just don't enjoy it when there's nothing on the line. When we get into the full internationals... Oh, we've taken a bit of a beating there. Hope that didn't affect us. Would be annoying. But anyway, yeah, until something matters, it's hard to really get into it. Still improving, that's good. No passings up. And we're back into the Eredivisie. And this is a game that I think we should be winning. I think Zwolle are fairly low down in the league. We're starting. That's a plus at this point. Zwolle are 5 points ahead of us. Oh, and there's a rivalry. Is this a... Oh, shit, it's a derby. Oh, did not realise that. This makes this a little bit more difficult. We're still improving, though. But we know what a derby can bring. Improve. Oh, it's a shame that we got Says back in. I don't know why you don't start Klitsch in the middle, Rene, and Holscher out on the left. That seems to work really well. At least we've got Unal up with us, though, who we love to play with. But not in that way. So here we are. We're back at De Goldsvest after a really good performance against Rotterdam's Feyenoord. And yeah, we need to continue that with another win. How amazing would that be? 3 wins on the bounce. We're playing against a team today in FC Zwolle who are 5 points ahead of us in the league. They've been playing okay. So have we, though. So let's see if we can win this one. So obviously in the Dutch press, you know, Harrison's goal for England will not have gone unnoticed. Many questioning how long can a player scoring goals at international level truly last at a club like Twente or in even this league. And that's an excellent point. So we'll have to see. But Harrison has vowed in the press today that his loyalties are with FC Twente. They're the side that rescued him from New York FC. And he's a side that he wants to repay with some good performances and some more goals. So hopefully we'll see that today. But yeah, everyone talking about this youngster. Here comes Harrison. First real chance of the game to get involved in an attack. He finds Unal early. Can he hold it up long enough for Harrison to make his way into the box? He can't, but it falls to Holscher. Optimistic chip in. Was that a Zwolle foot that pushed it out? It was. Corner now. Harrison looking to come short. He's got away from his man. Didn't really want that in the air. He's taken out through the back by Marinus. Good pressure from Harrison, but the move breaks down. That one off the training ground wasn't performed very well, but the ball has fallen fortuitously to Unal. The big mistake there between the Zwolle defenders and Unal, the young Turkish centre-forward. He pops up with another goal. And FC Twente looked like they could be on course for a third win, which would be unbelievable at this point. Big mistake here from the defender. That's inexcusable. And Unal gobbled that one up. Harrison picks up the ball on the halfway line, toying with his man, trying to find the right option. Goes back inside, simple pass. Harrison gets it back. Gets that ball away just in time. Holscher loses out though. Harrison may be overthinking that there. Nice ball over into Mokhtar. This could be the chance for Zwolle to level things up, and what a goal that was. Bloody hell, that was a finish. Struck it perfectly with his left foot. A little bit of inside curl there. Shades of some of the defensive frailties of FC Twente's losses at the beginning of the season, but my word, that was a good finish. Nothing you could do about that, the keeper. He takes it on the run. He's doing really well there to keep the possession. No one really with him. Still Harrison. Into the box now. Can he square it? Oh, the square ball was on. I went for it. It was so on. Harrison wants it now. Can he slip it into Unal? That was not who I meant to pass to. Shit. That was pure human error there. And this half is over. And Harrison not really being able to affect it, particularly himself. But we are drawing here, and we've had all the possession at home. So things are looking a lot rosier for Rene Hake's team. Have we turned a corner? Well, a successful second half here and another goal would probably say that we have. But until then, not sure. It's an aimless ball into the box, and that's easily cut out by the FC Twente keeper. Harrison's got to be careful again of his fatigue in this game. He may be guilty of trying to get involved in too much. Oh, Harrison, though, this time gets his back to it. What can he do now, Harrison? He's used that explosive power. Breaks into the box. Lovely ball inside, looking for Unal. That was actually a really nice pass. Just enough flight on it to make it past the defender, but Unal couldn't connect. But we've come away with it now. Oh, he's gone back. That's unfortunate. Harrison can turn, look up, chooses to go straight into Unal, who's taken out. Looking for the 1-2 there with Unal. Harrison into Holscher. Decent opportunity to get the cross in here. Harrison near post, that defender came out of nowhere. Nice ball into Harrison, he can slip Unal through here. Unal, Harrison wants it back in the box. Oh, he could just have had that slightly ahead of him. That would have been a great opportunity there for Harrison, who struggled a little bit in this second half. Now he wants it out on the wing. Looks to stretch the defence, comes back inside. Still Harrison now. Still Harrison, can he work the shot? Jack Harrison! Oh, needed a little bit more finesse on that one. To be honest, I think I'm trying a little bit too much on my own here. That could be the downfall. Harrison nips in though. He could do it all on his own here. Can he get the shot away? He can! The defender just enough. Harrison was on the ball there. Saw the short pass coming out and he's straight on the man. It maybe gone too wide. Could he have held it up here? Well, I think he had every right to take the shot. Maybe should have pulled the trigger a little earlier. Oh, that jumps well, the centre midfielder. He couldn't come away with it. Heavy pressure there on Zwolle, but the long ball comes in. That's dealt with incredibly strongly. Harrison didn't really want that in the air, but he's managed to get the nod on into Unal. Can now he find the ball back from Unal? He can. The chip ball is on to Holscher in the middle. Oh, I think it's Klitsch actually the substitute. Ah, that could have easily been 2-1 there. Unal tries to battle his way through. Harrison was there, creeping. Oh, if he could have won that. Nice long ball, but that'll be the last action of the game. A goal now would be a real heartache. It's into the box. Dramatic overhead clearance. And that should be everything here at the Grolschfest, but we couldn't hang on for the win. Harrison didn't really have his best game today. Tried to do too much, I think, which is a shame considering the form he's been in and the form he showed for England. But yeah, a point. Very, very important for Twente at the moment. We need to just keep stacking them up. Perhaps a game we should have won, but we really struggled to get any decent opportunities on goal. Harrison pulls off a 6, which is fine for a bad game. Don't want to be getting those 5.5s if we can help it. So there we have it. That's the last game of this episode, and it's a draw, but we stay 14th, which is good. We're away from the imaginary relegation zone, which is, you know, that's a low target, but it is a target at least. You know, that would be really disappointing. Still, though, we're 10 points off Europe. Can't see that turning around, so it may well be the case that we do look for that move in January. We're up to 75 overall rating now. Much, much better. Our body control's improved as well. That explosive power, speed and body control is really helping us now, as is the low passing and the dribbling. We are turning into a much better player. We're still only 20 years old, up to 75. If we can keep this going, I don't know. I'd love to know what the thresholds were within PES to actually keep a dramatic improvement going. Does the performances affect it? It does seem to be the case, but I don't know if anyone really knows for sure. Maybe I'll ask someone on Twitter. So 2 days later, we're up against Alkmaar, but that's one for next week. I'll see you next Wednesday, where we'll see if Jack can continue his... actually, no, we'll check now because, you know, I'm nosy like that. Have we continued it? Yes, we're still improving. So we'll see you in the next episode in a bit.